have control. Breach in 5, 4, 3.
What's up, guys? I'm Uncle Freedom coming to you on another glorious and well-deserved day off, and this is going to be a follow-up video to the video I released on the Tenicor Malice Soul. This video is going to be talking about a new product from Tenicor. Well, not really new, but new to me. They've got them out there, but they're very not as well known as I would expect, and that is Tenicor's Zero Belts. So if that sounds fun and interesting to you, maybe you're on the hunt for your new EDC belt, or much like me, you are hunting a better mousetrap. Go ahead, like, subscribe, tell a friend, because this is going to be interesting to you, and I am incredibly glad I have hands-on on one of these, because I will tell you, it kind of changes the game. So like, subscribe, tell a friend. If you want to support the channel, take a look down below in that description box. There is a link that goes to my link tree where all of the affiliates of the channel exist. People like Dark Angel Medical, Dry Fire Mag, Warren Tactical. If you were going to do it, use those links. It helps the channel, and for that, I thank you. If you're not looking to get anything, great, still welcome. I don't, we're all looking to buy something, let's be real. But go ahead and like and subscribe anyway, because every time you do that, it lets somebody like you in this community that doesn't know I exist know I exist. And hopefully we can get them better information. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying all of the video content recently. I have made a determination on my Instagram page, though, and that is at UncleFreedom213 on Instagram. There's also a Facebook page. But Instagram is where I'm going to put out unboxing videos, the updates on what's to come, as well as some little tidbits. The videos that go on Instagram will be exclusive to Instagram and not visible on YouTube. I feel like that's a determination I needed to make, and I wanted to let you guys know about that determination. So the new belt from Tenicor. It's known as the Zero Belt. When you get it, it comes in a bag like this. I actually put this one back in the bag so I could show you how it comes. So the Zero Belt itself is a very, very, very low profile belt. It's a very low profile everyday carry belt. And more importantly to someone like me, a low profile everyday carry belt that can flex out into the world of my battle belt. They're USA made. They're sewn by Wilderness Tactical Products, which is really cool. And their sizing solution, they have taken a page from the Blue Alpha playbook, which I really agree with. I think it's awesome that companies are starting to do this, which is don't order an inch measurement around your waist, order your pant size. If you wear a size 36 pants and you concealed carry every day, order a size 36 Zero Belt. Blue Alpha is the same way, and I think it's the best way for you to be able to order a belt, because we know our pant size. We don't know the measurement around your waist usually. So when we start talking about an everyday carry belt, there is no secret that I am a huge supporter of Blue Alpha. I think they make fantastic products. I have been running their hybrid EDC belt with the Cobra buckle for years. And before that, I ran their low profile EDC belt, and I was running their low profile EDC belt on duty in the underbelt fashion. But to look at kind of where things start as an underbelt, I think it's important to kind of see some of it. So this is the underbelt for Safe Life Defense. This is a USA made underbelt. It's very rigid. It's 2 inches. It works well with the their belt system as it is. And this is it. But if you take a look at this guy here, I'll try to get this on camera. Hopefully you can. The hook is actually chewed off of it, which was allowing it to not make as good of contact as you want. It's a basic overlap belt, and that was your underbelt. But better options exist, which leads me to one of those better options, which is one that I am a fan of and everybody's heard of, and that is the Blue Alpha low profile inner belt. So this is a double scuba webbing, USA made out of Georgia, loop material on the outside. Very simple concept. This is what comes with the Battle Belt Light. You basically have this very small buckle, go through, size it to yourself in here. Now, you may not know this and realize it, but you see this excess right here? Believe it or not, that equated to, and I didn't know this until I got my hands on a Zero Belt, a pretty substantial adjustment into my actual my duty belt. Is this a bad belt? No, not by any stretch of the word. But have I found a better mousetrap as I tell you to do? Yes. Yes, I have. We should always be striving for finding a better mousetrap, a better solution to the problems that we face on a daily basis. Never be afraid to use an inner belt from a company that didn't make your outer belt. As long as the Velcro is compatible and you don't do weird proprietary crap like putting the hook on the inner belt and the loop on the outer belt, that's dumb. Go ahead and check those things out. Never be afraid to try new things to see, because you could be missing something, which is what happened to me. So after my conversation with Tenicor, I told them that I would like to see their Zero Belt. And they actually reached out and said, you know what, we can make that happen. So the Zero Belt, they make three. They make your standard one I've got here. They make one known as the Heavy, and then they make one known as the Underbelt. This is a cool option. You can see right now, right, like how much more flexible this is than that, right? That's easy to see. Here's the thing though, it has excellent rigidity up and down. What I get with this guy is I have this really, really fine woven nylon on the outside, and then I have a like scuba webbing on the inside. Now that scuba webbing on the inside becomes very important because of something I'm going to show you here, and that is their Zero buckle. I know what you're thinking. Same thing I thought when I opened it up, which is how the hell does that work, right? So this is where this thing becomes really cool. So because of the way this inside here is designed, it's got a little more ridges. When you put this around your waist, you're going to insert, and it's going to go behind itself. That is solid. And look at how low profile this whole setup is. Easy to get undone. This is a game changer, because a problem we face as appendix carriers are when we start putting overlapping stuff, big buckles, the buckle belt going through the buckle and it laying on top of it, we create weird bulk in the front of our pants where we're already storing something like a firearm. And that's a problem, because what ends up happening is, yes, we're concealing the firearm, but we look like we have a shelf on the front of our pants because we have so much crap sticking off from the front of the belt because the buckles are bulky. The design of the belt itself, the way it wraps over itself, is incredibly large and it's stout and it sticks out. And the thing is, you may not even realize that's a problem until you try something where it solved the problem you didn't know you had. That happened to me. I'm just fucking telling it like it is. Sorry. And that is something this Zero Belt did. This thing is very light and it's incredibly comfortable. I'm impressed with something. It's such a simple design. And of course, when I talk to Tenicor, one of my biggest concerns is, well, here's the thing. I love the fact that my underbelt for work as a cop can flex out into my everyday carry belt. I think that's great, because I can go from everyday carrying, doing my normal stuff when I'm off duty, gun, in appendix like I should be, and then go to the range with my friends, take that out, make a slight adjustment to my inner belt, and then put my other belt on over the top of it. Enter this guy. It's a little more rigid. We can see that, right? It's still flexible. Still has some give to it. Ultra comfortable. And what we have is a really, really, really high-end loop. Now, for those of you that want to know what high-end loop versus normal loop looks like, I'm going to show you. So the top belt is a Blue Alpha belt. Blue Alpha makes unquestionably solid, amazing products, and I still recommend them. But you can see just from that texturing on those two loops that those loops are in fact different. And you would be right. This is it's actually a much softer, and it's a lower profile loop design. So this is more akin to industrial grade loop, which means I am not going to see some of the problems I would see with other loop, which is that shit gets really fluffy and eventually it wears out. Other than that, this is the exact same design. I take this guy, I put it on, I insert through here, I pull it in behind itself, and that is what I am left with. I will tell you, I sized in my Blue Alpha duty belt light over 1/2 inch to go to work the first time I wore this. I ran this guy, and you can actually see some smushing on this a little bit. This was underneath where my holster would ride. I ran this belt on duty. Never once did this shift out. Never once did it loosen up on me. Never once was I like, man, this thing is uncomfortable. There was no learning curve. There was no break-in period. None of that exists. My outer belt stayed completely secure the entire shift. It didn't sag, which is always a concern when you step away from inner belts. When you step away from that, it will sag and flex underneath the weight of your belt. This thing didn't move. It was ultra comfortable all day long. It was so nice the way sitting in a truck. And so what happens when you sit in a truck is your belt does this a little bit, whether you know it or not. And what can happen if you have something that is ultra rigid is instead of it flexing, it digs into your hips, and it will actually make like your leg go numb at some point. It can cause some nerve pain. It can cause some long-term issues to your body. I didn't notice that with this at all. So I think last week I had this on for 42 hours. Not a problem. Exceptional. And then one of the days I got off work, I came home. I literally took my duty belt off, sized this out just a touch more, and put my concealed carry in. And I wore this all day long on a day off as a concealed carry belt. Belts are ultra important in your everyday. I know you love your leather belt you bought, and I have a video dedicated to an overlooked part of your EDC, which is your belt, where I talk about Blue Alpha a lot. But I am not infallible, and I will tell you, just like I've told you before, I am always looking for the better mousetrap. There are always improvements in the game, and don't be so dogmatic or brand centric that you are afraid to take a chance on something that isn't from that company. Don't be that guy. And I'll tell you, not that guy. I tried out the Tenicor Zero Belt. This is a phenomenal underbelt. If you're in law enforcement, this would be a phenomenal underbelt. If you're a range trainer, if you do this stuff, or if you're like me and you do like 3 different things. It's like I'm at work as a cop where I wear a duty belt all day long for 50 something hours a week. And then I'm immediately going to be a concealed carrier. And then I'm going to go to the range and I'm going to switch out between a couple of different outer belts and rock this stuff out. This is freaking amazing. Now, price-wise, these are USA made, USA stuff, amazing stuff. And you know, much like I do, that you're going to pay for anything that's got the word USA made in it because that's how it works. So for these 2 belts here, 2 options. This is the standard Zero Belt. Fantastic belt, by the way. This Zero Belt will set you back $79.99, so $80 from Tenicor. Again, order your pants size. That's all it is. Tenicor is not an affiliate of the channel, but they do provide me stuff to talk to you about because I don't pull any punches. If it sucks, I'm going to tell you. And then this guy, the inner belt, the underbelt, if you will, is $89.99, so $90. What do I think? Do I think this is worth $90? $90 for a belt, an inner belt. It doesn't do anything cool. It doesn't have like a stash pocket. As a guy that wears a duty belt all day, this is absolutely worth 90 freaking dollars. This is worth every single cent of $90. Period. Same deal. Is this worth $80? I have spent more than $80 on an everyday carry belt. This is worth $80 to me. It's a good belt. It's well made. It does its job without being uncomfortable. It doesn't bind, twist, bite into me. Carries and stabilizes my carry platform. You know, something like this guy. No problems at all. So is it expensive? Yes. But are you buying a USA made product with really high-end components? Yeah, you are. And you're going to pay for that stuff. And if you've been in the gun world and gear world very long, you know that when we start attaching USA made and high-end Berry compliant components, we are going to spend money to get that stuff. Is it for everyone? No, it's not. Here's the thing. If you can't afford to buy ammo for your concealed carry firearm and the last time you shot was 9 months ago, probably don't spend $80 to $90 on a freaking belt because I said it's awesome. That's dumb. Remember that tools versus talent video? I'll leave a link. Okay? Don't do that. However, if you're a constant guy that's training, you're shooting thousands of rounds a year, you are constantly evolving and trying to push yourself to be better at what you do, little differences like this are noticeable for you. If you're just getting started and you don't want to pull any punches and you want to buy the best possible option you can right out of the gate, sure, this is worth it. As is the Blue Alpha Hybrid EDC belt. 100%. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, this is better. No, because I still like my hybrid EDC. But that's one of the reasons I do these things for companies, is because I won't pull those punches, and I will tell you if something is better, if something has a fault. I will tell you this is a fantastic option. If you are one of those guys that isn't afraid to dump your money where it matters, good belts matter. So here you go, guys. This is the Zero Belt from Tenicor Holsters, Tenicor.com. Those guys are great over there. They have phenomenal customer service. They are active and they talk to you. And the best part is, if you tear this up, they don't really care. All of their stuff covers the same way, which is made in the USA. If you break their holster, they give you a new holster. It's fan-freaking-tastic. Also, and you'll see it right here on this guy, favorite part of their stuff. We believe in our products and we stand by them. If you are not satisfied, we will solve it. No worries, no problems. Contact Tenicor, info@tenicor.com. Lifetime guarantee. A lifetime guarantee on a belt is awesome. This belt saw almost 2 years of use, and that hook is trashed. This doesn't even hold itself in place anymore, so it can go bad. I love the fact that that can't go bad. That's awesome. So guys, thanks for hanging out with me today and checking out the new Tenicor Zero Belts. Head on over there and check those guys out. Again, not an affiliate of the channel, but I love what they do. I support their company. I think they make excellent products that are worth your money. If this is what you're in the market for, don't do it because I said to. Do it because you're hunting that better mousetrap as well. So guys, I am Uncle Freedom. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Till next time, I'll see you later.